We have many intelligent and educated people in Nigeria. The problem is that most of us lack wisdom. Wisdom here simply means the application of your knowledge. So the purpose of this video is a wake-up call for our youth. It is to help you open your eyes and help you shine your eyes to see the things you may not be seeing in the political space. I know we may know the meaning of propaganda, but for the purpose of this video, I'll contextualize it in the political arena. Now, what is propaganda? So propaganda is the deliberate and systematic attempt to shape your mind, control what you feel, and make you behave the way the person who is paying or the propagandist wants. Propagandas are usually emotional rather than rational. And they are also one-sided, that is selective truth, always showing the only parts that their paymaster wants. And the two main jobs of propaganda are: one, to build images, to present the paymaster as all good, and two, to demoralize opponents, making you feel that nothing can change. Now, when you see people on social media defending this administration or bad administration, your job is not to engage them because they actually know what they are doing. They are doing what they are being paid for. You don't need to reply them. We need to channel this our rage to doing what we are supposed to be doing, what we can control. Now, according to Barrister Dele Farotimi in his book, The Imperative of the Nigerian Revolution, he classified them as the ruling class instead of the ruling class. Why? Because they are so stupid that they preach to you how creamy Nigeria is, yet their children do not attend schools here. Even if they do, only the elementary school. They do their hospitals outside, have houses in Washington, D.C., Europe, and all over the United Arab Emirates. Yet they claim that the country is so creamy. Now, those of them who are championing this city boy movement, fact check and see how many of them have their kids in Nigeria. Most of them have their houses outside, yet they come here to tell you to vote for the administration. If the administration is working so well and the country is so creamy as they claim, why not bring your family home? Why do we have to enjoy that benefit alone? You don't want your children to enjoy it too. And when you hear them say Bola is fixing Nigeria, you ask, it is always about empowerment. Now, how can somebody come to tell you empowerment, whereas people are dying? How can I empower you with 500,000 and put stringent policies to collect that money back? Will they empower you with 200,000 or 500,000 every month? We really need to ask ourselves questions. Where we are there since, if their aim is not just for you to give them your votes, they are shouting up and down, Bola is working, Bola is working. Who goes to a fight losing 1-0 already and still deliberates with his opponent to concede 2-0 in order for him to allow him to score 1-0? That is just the typical case of what has happened to someone who has been championing the freedom of the Igbo people. He is not the only person. And he didn't start as a separationist. He started off as a one Nigerian, somebody who wanted Nigeria to work. And Harold Laswell, who defined politics as who gets what, how, and when. None of these people who champion this movement has opened their mouth to talk about insecurity. It is not possible. Is it that they don't see it? They see it, but it is not part of the job they are doing. And you believe people who are like this, people who have collected their own share and trying to give you peanuts, why they send this share to their family who is outside, starting from the person in Ebonyi, starting from the person in Enugu, the person in Anambra, all over Nigeria. We need to open our eyes. But I'm talking to the people who I know actually understand. They come down telling you it is about Igbo. It is not about Igbo. They are lying. It is not. They have been speaking up. How many of them have boldly taken up the mic the way they are doing it in the City Boy movement to actually speak about Nnamdi Kanu? This is someone who was even fighting before I was born because of how poorly he felt this region have been treated. Now, they felt like, send him to prison so that we can actually show ourselves. We cannot do it if he's not in a prison. And they're telling me it has to be from inside. Anybody who cannot even do any little job from outside can do nothing from inside. We have people who are already inside who can do that job. All of us will not be politicians for us to achieve Nnamdi Kanu. So if Nnamdi Kanu is actually part of their priority, he will be out before the election. That is the almost truth. You see it from Anambra everywhere. Even Soludo, who didn't decamp, had to also volunteer his daughter just so that he would be part of the national cake. It is always about money, money, money. None of them is talking about security. The way people are dying every day in the north, it is not part of the, no, it's not part of the case of or study for the City Boy movement. They fly up and down with buses, forgetting that those who are dying there are human beings too. And what is the first job of a government? Protect lives and property. Every other thing is secondary. So we have to channel all this, our rage online, to doing the job local. I appreciate one person, that is Koboko Master. He does it with a megaphone, but we must all not do the same thing, but start from your house. Those who go to vote, these people are our family. They are not from outside Nigeria. Voters' education is very important, and we, the youth, if we really want to save this country, we must do the job, because it is not about running. You can be outside also and still be affected by bad policies that are working in Nigeria. Your family may not be able to escape with you. Peace.